It's a scene that left fans stunned and hearts breaking across America. Kody Brown, alone, digging Garrison's grave. Why did he do it himself? And what happened behind the cameras during the tell-all that no one dared to say out loud? Today, we unraveled a shocking emotional toll and hidden secrets that Sister Wives fans have been dying to know.
Where could they donate in his memory? And he would be like, guess what, I got a cat.
Stay tuned, because some of these truths have been buried for years, and you won't believe what the wives refused to reveal. To understand the weight of that moment, we need to go back to Garrison's passing, the family dynamics, and the pressures of living under the scrutiny of millions of viewers. Kody Brown, patriarch of a polygamist family with 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. Over the years, the family has faced divorces, disputes, financial tensions, and public backlash. Garrison's passing, a pivotal emotional event, shook the family to its core. Unlike the other wives, Kody took on the physically grueling task of digging Garrison's grave himself. Fans wondered, was it guilt? A sense of duty? Or an attempt to process his grief privately? Why would a man with a team of family members and helpers choose to do this alone? The answer is far more complex than grief. It's about control, legacy, and an emotional burden no one saw coming. Sister Wives Tell-All episodes are notorious for revealing conflicts, confessions, and confrontations. Some secrets were intentionally left on the cutting room floor, and what the wives refused to say on camera might change everything you thought you knew about Kody. Social media exploded with speculation. Was Kody's solitary act symbolic of isolation within the family? Mental health experts suggest that physical labor can be a form of emotional release, but it can also signal intense personal distress. The story gets darker and more complicated when we examine what happened during the tell-all. Each wife had a story to tell, but some chose silence, and some avoided the truth entirely. Meri, often portrayed as the most reserved wife, avoided discussing Kody's emotional struggles openly. Fans speculate her silence was protective, or perhaps it masked deeper resentment. Could Meri's quiet have been louder than words? Sometimes, what isn't said speaks the loudest. Christine, known for her directness, held back some confessions about Kody's behavior and Garrison's death. Sources suggest that some revelations were withheld to avoid public outrage or family confrontation. Janelle was visibly emotional but refrained from exposing conflicts about inheritance, family roles, or Kody's favoritism. Robyn, often seen as the most strategic and ambitious wife, had insights about Kody's emotional state and the family's handling of grief, but much of it remained off camera. What the wives didn't say reveals as much about Kody as what he allowed the cameras to capture. And it's this silence that has fans questioning loyalties, love, and long-hidden tensions. Experts weigh in. Solitary physical labor during grief can indicate coping mechanisms, guilt, or unresolved trauma. Kody's decision may reflect deep internal conflict over his role as father, husband, and leader. Could this act have been a cry for help, or a symbol of control? Millions of fans have debated the meaning for years. Production sources hint at heated discussions before and after filming. Some wives were reportedly uncomfortable discussing Garrison on camera, fearing judgment. The cameras saw the grief, but not the strategy, the negotiation, and the unspoken compromises that defined that day. And then there's the twist, the part fans didn't expect. Kody's public image as the family leader was meticulously crafted, but the private reality tells a different story. Kody appeared stoic during public appearances, but intimate moments revealed vulnerability. Doing the grave digging himself may have been both penance and private grief therapy. Threads debate whether the wife's silence was betrayal, protection, or self-preservation. Some fans believe the wife's refusal to speak represents a hidden fracture in the family, but others see it as love, loyalty, and respect for privacy. Kody's choices may reflect the pressure of maintaining leadership while coping with profound loss. What if the real story isn't what we saw, but everything left unsaid? Let's deep dive in full details. Part 2. For decades, the Brown family has lived under public scrutiny. Patriarch Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, have navigated love, divorce, and the pressures of a polygamist lifestyle broadcast to millions. Was it guilt? A sense of duty? Or something deeper? The truth is both complex and revealing. The tell-all episodes promise honesty, but what we see on camera is only a fraction of reality. The wives often hold back, either out of loyalty, fear, or strategic silence. And in this latest tell-all, that silence was deafening. Meri avoided discussing Kody's emotional state. Christine restrained revelations about family conflicts and past mistakes. Janelle's expressions hinted at unsaid frustrations. Robyn, often strategic, kept certain truths off camera. Some of these secrets could rewrite how fans view Kody and the entire Brown family dynamic. Why is Kody doing this alone? The wives are hiding something, it's obvious. I can feel the grief through the screen, it's overwhelming. Across forums and fan pages, speculation ranges from emotional release to deep-seated family conflict. And it's these unanswered questions that set the stage for the story ahead. Because what happens next changes everything we thought we knew about Kody Brown. Let's slow down the moment. Kody lifts the shovel, slow motion reveals the tremor in his hands, the weight of grief pressing on his shoulders. Each strike into the earth seems to mirror his internal struggle, guilt, loss, and the invisible burden of leadership. Every scoop tells a story of a man struggling to reconcile love, duty, and regret in front of millions, and yet entirely alone. What the cameras didn't capture were the silent truths. Each wife had motivations and fears that shaped what was, or wasn't, shared. The silence is louder than any confession. And it tells a story that few viewers have pieced together, until now. Grief is one thing, but when combined with power struggles, finances, and public scrutiny, the impact is seismic. Fans aren't just watching, they're living these moments alongside the family, and the debates are intense. And here is the twist. Kody's act was not just grief, it was symbolic. The physical labor represented guilt, responsibility, and a private apology to a lost son. Yet it also exposed the fractures in family dynamics that the tell-all didn't reveal. Sometimes, the most powerful truths are never spoken aloud, but they're felt in every moment of tension and grief. When private grief collides with public spectacle, every action is magnified, and every silence scrutinized. Would you have done the same as Kody? Or would the pressure have crushed you? The story of Kody Brown digging Garrison's grave and the secrets left off camera remind us that reality is never simple. Comment below, what do you think the wives were feeling? Which moment shocked you most? And subscribe for our next deep dive into the untold truths of sister wives, where every secret is revealed. Part 3. Kody Brown, patriarch of one of America's most famous polygamist families, has always carried the heavy responsibility of leading 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, and 18 children. Life in the public eye magnifies every conflict, every decision, and every tragedy. But when a family member dies, the cameras don't show everything, and Kody's choice to dig Garrison's grave alone revealed a side of him few have seen. Garrison's passing was sudden, leaving the family in shock. While the wives gathered support and leaned on each other, Kody made a private choice. Instead of delegating the task, he picked up a shovel himself. For fans, it was a shocking display of grief, but for those who understand family dynamics under public scrutiny, it was far more than that. Physical labor during grief can be both cathartic and symbolic. It allows individuals to process loss through action, especially when emotional expression is constrained by public scrutiny. Could Kody's solitary act have been grief, or was it a message to the family, a private moment of reckoning, or even penance? In a polygamist family, every act carries layers of meaning. Kody's choice may have been influenced by his role as a leader, his desire to control a moment of grief, and his complex emotional ties with each wife. Behind the cameras, tension simmered, favoritism, resentment, and unspoken rules shaped every interaction. It seemed like Kody was alone, but maybe he wanted to be. Or maybe he had no choice. Tell-all episodes are a rare chance for the wives to share their truths, but not every truth makes it to air. Cameras capture dramatic moments, confrontations, and confessions, but some things are left on the cutting room floor, intentionally or not. And the secrets left unsaid may reveal more about Kody and the family than the confessions we did see. Meri. Quiet, guarded, often avoids confrontation. Sources suggest she refrained from discussing Kody's emotional struggles or favoritism. Fan speculation, her silence could be protective or a subtle form of resistance. Known for blunt honesty, yet she withheld certain truths about family finances and Kody's favoritism. Sometimes, what isn't said is louder than words, and Christine's silence spoke volumes to fans who know the family's history. Janelle. Emotional, empathetic, yet strategic in what she revealed. Janelle. Emotional, empathetic, yet strategic in what she revealed. Off camera, she reportedly tried to navigate family politics while managing grief. Robyn. Ambitious, careful with public image. Her insights into Kody's mental state and the family's grief were largely withheld. Digging a grave alone isn't just physical labor, it's symbolic. Experts suggest it can be a way of taking control in a world where grief and public scrutiny make one feel powerless. Kody's solitary act may have been cathartic, a silent tribute, and an emotional outlet all at once. Was this a moment of penance, or a private confrontation with his own guilt and responsibilities? Production insiders hint at heated discussions before filming. Some wives feared backlash, others feared revealing too much. The result? A tell-all episode that captured surface-level drama but left deeper truths buried. The cameras captured grief, but missed the strategic silence and unspoken compromises shaping every reaction. Kody's public persona, stoic, controlling, confident, clashed with private vulnerability. Doing the grave digging himself revealed layers of guilt, grief, and complex paternal responsibility. Fans flooded social media, shock, empathy, anger, and speculation. Some called it a disturbing display, others praised the raw honesty of private grief. Every comment reveals the intensity of public scrutiny in reality TV. Was Kody's choice selfish, or a testament to love, grief, and devotion? Fans remain divided. In a family with complex hierarchies, grief is magnified. Kody's actions, his choices to work alone, to control moments of mourning, and the wife's silence, reflect both individual coping and collective family dynamics. Behind the cameras, secrets reveal favoritism, strategic silences, protective instincts, and emotional exhaustion. Fans who dig deeper see a story of grief intertwined with long-standing family politics. Sometimes, what's left unsaid changes the story more than what's ever spoken. Kody digging Garrison's grave himself, and the secrets hidden during the tell-all, reveal the complexity of love, loss, and loyalty in the Brown family. As fans, we may never know every truth, but by examining what was said, what wasn't, and the emotional toll behind closed doors, we gain a deeper understanding of a family navigating life in the public eye. Subscribe for more deep dives into sister wives drama, click the bell to never miss a revelation, and comment below, what do you think the wives were really feeling? Which secret shocked you the most?